the host opened up about what goes on behind the scenes and in his mind while filming the show. After being the star player for a long time, Ken Jennings took over as the only host of Jeopardy and has done a commendable job winning the hearts of the fans. However, even with considerable experience, there are a few things that Jennings struggles to do. Speaking to Mental Floss, the host opened up about the hardest thing to do on the show for him, talking about his new book, The Complete Connections with Mental Floss. Jennings discussed how his time on Jeopardy, he expressed that he still feels he will never be as good a host as Alex Trebek. He was just so perfect for that job, like he'd been engineered in an Ontario lab for it. We miss Alex every day, he said. However, Jennings did believe that he brought something to the table as he had been a contestant on the show before. I remember what it was like to be a contestant, so a lot of that is just remembering the panic. There's a lot of big feelings when you're a Jeopardy player, and so every morning I come out and I try to chat with the players. I try to talk them down. I convey to them, if possible, that I'm on their side and everybody on the show is on their side, and we just want to see 3 people play well, he told the publication. When asked if he helps the writers with the clues, Jennings said he doesn't need to. Despite all his experience, he praised the team of Emmy-winning writers, explaining the amount of work that goes into researching and producing 61 clues for the game, along with the bonus clues for every episode. We've got like 8 to 10 researchers who have to kick the tires on every single fact, Jennings noted. And the writers are great at it. They do not need my help, he added. When Jennings was asked to come up with a Jeopardy anecdote, the host revealed that it was the hardest part of his job. That has got to be the hardest part of being on that show 75 times. Answering the clues is hard enough, but then they make you have a funny story every half an hour. Nobody has 75 funny stories, he said. However, the host admitted that it has been easier for him as he gets to travel a lot, and sometimes he even makes up stories. I could say that a llama spit on me in Peru or something, and that's maybe not even true. But here's the thing about Jeopardy. We do not fact-check the stories, he stated. In the end, Jennings reminisced about his time on the show as a contestant and admitted that the one wrong answer that ended his 74-game winning streak still troubled him to this day. You know, once a day, it's still going to eat at you. For me, that was H&R Block, the final question I got wrong, which means pretty much every time I drive past a strip mall, I get to remember my failure. So that's nice, he candidly joked. Jeopardy host Ken Jennings has finally opened up about one of the most difficult aspects of his high-profile role, and his revelation is resonating with fans everywhere. Known for his calm demeanor, razor-sharp intellect, and quick wit, Jennings has become a household name ever since his record-breaking run as a contestant on the show. But as it turns out, the job of hosting the iconic trivia game show is far more challenging than it appears on television. In a recent interview, Ken Jennings shared that one of the hardest parts of hosting Jeopardy isn't just about delivering clues or managing the flow of the game, it's about the constant pressure to stay sharp, adaptable, and composed in front of millions of viewers. They make you think fast, he revealed. There's no downtime. You have to be on your game from the first clue to Final Jeopardy. For longtime fans, Jennings' comment sheds light on the intense behind-the-scenes world of the show. While audiences see 30 minutes of polished television, the actual process requires immense focus, timing, and a deep understanding of both the contestants and the structure of the game. Jennings explained that the fast pace of filming, often recording 5 episodes in a single day, can be mentally exhausting. It's not just about reading questions, he said. You have to keep track of scores, make judgment calls, handle timing cues, and still make it look effortless. A legacy to uphold. Ken Jennings stepped into one of the most iconic roles in television history following the passing of beloved host Alex Trebek in 2020. Fans had high expectations, and Jennings has consistently expressed his deep respect for Trebek's legacy. Alex made it look easy, he admitted, but once you're behind that podium, you realize how much skill and grace it took to make the show feel so seamless. Jennings, who initially alternated hosting duties with mayim Bialik before taking over full-time, said that carrying on Trebek's legacy has been both an honor and a responsibility. There's this constant voice in your head reminding you that this show means something to people, he said. It's not just a game show, it's part of American culture. The mental pressure of perfection, even for someone as intelligent and composed as Jennings. The job comes with a unique kind of pressure. As a former champion, he understands the intensity contestants feel, but as a host, he also has to juggle dozens of tasks simultaneously. The audience expects precision, Jennings noted. If I stumble over a word or miss a cue, everyone notices. It's humbling because you realize how hard it is to get everything right, every time. The Jeopardy production team is known for its precision. Every clue, every pause, and every ruling must be exact. Jennings revealed that hosts are trained to maintain focus throughout the entire taping process, often standing for hours while balancing the game's rhythm and energy. It's like running a marathon with a smile, he joked. You're thinking about so many things at once, but you can't let the audience see you sweat. Learning to trust the process. Jennings said one of the biggest adjustments was learning to trust his instincts as a host. When he was a contestant, his only job was to buzz in and answer correctly. Now, he's managing the entire experience, guiding contestants, keeping the audience engaged, and ensuring that the show maintains its signature pacing. There's a rhythm to Jeopardy that you can't disrupt, he explained. Once you find it, everything flows. But getting there takes time and a lot of practice. He also credits the show's dedicated crew and writers for helping him find his footing. The team behind the scenes is incredible, Jennings said. They make sure every word, every clue, every sound cue is perfect. It's a huge operation, and it's inspiring to be part of it. The human side of hosting, despite his composure, Jennings admits that hosting comes with emotional moments too. Sometimes you see contestants who have dreamed of being here their whole lives. He said, when they win big or lose by just a few dollars, it's impossible not to feel something. You become invested in their stories. Fans have noticed that Jennings has developed his own style, warm, approachable, and subtly humorous. His quick comments and genuine encouragement have helped make him a favorite among newer viewers while maintaining the respect of longtime fans. I try to bring a little bit of myself to the show, he said. Alex was irreplaceable, so I never wanted to copy him. I just want to honor what he built and keep it alive for future generations. Behind the scenes of a Jeopardy! Day. A typical filming day for Ken Jennings starts early. After reviewing scripts and rehearsing pronunciations for tricky clues, he spends time with producers going over the day's taping schedule. The show films multiple episodes per day, with short breaks between games. Jennings explained that stamina is key. You have to keep your energy up all day, he said. Even during the 5th episode, you have to sound just as fresh and focused as you did during the first. He also shared that one of the most challenging parts is managing his voice. You're talking almost non-stop for hours, he said. By the end of the day, you feel it. But it's worth it because every game is a new story, and you never know what's going to happen. Fan support and gratitude. Since taking over as permanent host, Ken Jennings has received an outpouring of support from Jeopardy! Fans. Many have praised his natural rapport with contestants and his deep knowledge of the game. Jennings often credits fans for helping him through the transition. The audience has been so kind, he said. They've grown up with this show, and I'm grateful they've accepted me as part of its next chapter. He also emphasized how much he continues to learn every day. Hosting Jeopardy! Keeps me humble, he laughed. There's always something new, a word I mispronounce, a clue that surprises me, or a contestant who teaches me something unexpected. As Jeopardy! Continues to evolve with new tournaments, themed weeks, and the upcoming season of Jeopardy! Masters, Ken Jennings remains committed to keeping the show's spirit alive. At the end of the day, this show is about curiosity and knowledge, he said. It celebrates learning in a way that's fun and challenging, and that's why people keep coming back. He admitted that while hosting can be demanding, it's also deeply rewarding. They make you stay sharp, he repeated. But that's part of what makes it special. You grow, you learn, and you get to share that experience with millions of people. After years of dominating as the show's greatest contestant and now serving as its steady host, Ken Jennings has truly come full circle. And though the job may test his focus and endurance every single day, his love for Jeopardy! And for the community it's built remains stronger than ever. I still can't believe I get to do this, Jennings concluded with a smile. It's the hardest job I've ever loved.